All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace, salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Exercise your gift. I'm going to go into this word exercise. It says, condition of being in active operation. Practice for the sake of training. From the old French, exercise, execution of power, physical or spiritual exercise. And if you know in this truth of ours, you know, how do you exercise your spiritual, how do you become spiritual active? Well, first and foremost, you'll go out to the highways and byways, or you'll teach the word, okay? You'll exercise your spiritual gift of doing the duties and the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of your ability, and you'll do your daily videos. Okay, that is exercising your gift. That is being active in the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and in this truth, and especially here at the body or the church of Great Millstone, different churches of Great Millstone, you have to be active. Okay, you're having your hands in your pocket, looking in the clouds, and looking at random women walk by, and looking at this car and that car, and looking how tall the building is. No, man. Okay, stay focused and exercise your gift. Okay, because certain brothers are relying on a precept that they may tell you to get, that they may call you to get, so you can read it in the due time. But if your hands in your pocket and you looking all the way down the street and looking at the license plate of this car or that car, how you gonna be able to be on point when a brother say, "Hey, read that"? You like, huh? Oh, man, because you gotta be active, man. And this truth requires action. Point blank. Period. Right? So that was the noun. Let's go into the verb. It says to employ, put into active use. From exercise, originally to make use of, also in regard to the mental and spiritual training, the sense of engaged in physical activity. Okay, so physical activity, also in the late 14th century, in the sense of train, drill, discipline, educate someone to develop a skill by practice. So what do you think we're doing on the highways and byways? We're edifying. When you go into the word to edify, means to what? To build. And not only are we building up to the viewers on the other side of the camp channel, we're building ourselves up through the spirit, and we're building up listeners that are watching or on the sidelines listening to us speak. Okay? But you are what? You are participating. You are being active in the spiritual ministry. You see? So you brothers out there, exercise your gift. You got even sisters out there to exercise their gift. What are some of the sisters' gifts? They may make oils, different colognes, of healing medicines, garments, things of that sort. Not saying our brothers don't do that, but I'm just putting an example out there. What is your gift? Everyone is brought together to the body, and they have a specific task. They have a gift. You got to figure out chores. Okay? You have to figure out chores, and you have to exercise it, meaning you have to be active, man. You have to be active in this work. And this is the spiritual rant through the spirit, man. Okay? Let's go to, I want to go to that. Let's see. So this is dealing with men of the Lord. Revelation chapter 3, verse 16. It says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth. So this is a man of the Lord that's in the faith. You say you believe, okay? You come out to the highways and the byways every week, week in and week out, but you're being lukewarm. The Lord will spew you out of his mouth, man. Okay, if you're not doing the necessary duties that you need to do. This is why brothers get on certain brothers about the tasks that they need to handle. Just like if you go to a job, you're in a job in the world dealing with Esau, and you're not performing the way he wants you to perform, you out of there. But the Lord will do the same thing to you. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to get that one. Let's go to Luke chapter 12, verse 47. It says, "And that servant that which knew his Lord's will and prepared him not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes." So a lot of you guys out there, y'all know what the will of the Lord is. You know you got to be teaching, okay? Or you got to get built up to that position to teach. But in the meantime, you get to a point where, brothers try to build you up into doing lessons, okay? Milk scriptures, the name of the Lord or the color of the Lord, the color of the prophets, the curses that we're under. There's different things. But don't make excuses of not doing videos because maybe might not be confident enough. We get it. You might be nervous. We get it. We've all been through these situations. You ever been on the highways and byways by yourself for the first time to teach? Yeah. Nervous. You might feel a little turning in your stomach. Maybe for the first month, maybe 2 months, who knows? Till the Lord put in your spirit where you're confident. You're not nervous no more. Until you're in great boldness to say, yeah, I'm out here. That happens. But the task still has to be done. That's where I'm getting at. So a lot of y'all knew the Lord's will. Okay? A lot of y'all know to keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But if you don't do so, you're going to be beaten with many stripes because you knew what you were supposed to do. Teaching, helping, prophesying, whatever that gift that was given to you, you got to push that forth. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whosoever much is given, him much shall be required. And to him men have committed much, of him they will ask of him the more. And I am come to send fire upon the earth, and what will it be already kindled? So that's the point on that. All right, Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth his sword back from blood. So who is an individual that keep his sword back from blood? Well, we know that this word is sharper than a two-edged sword. Okay, and if you want to try to hold out, if you want to try to spare people, because the scriptures say, cry aloud and spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins. If you want to try to hold your sword back, you want to try to be politically correct, Lord ain't dealing with that. Okay? You can't hold back because you know this individual, or you know this individual may be offended in what you may speak or what the word says, because you're supposed to speak the oracles of the Most High. And if you don't do that and you want to keep your sword back from blood, the Lord said, cursed. Okay? Who keepeth his sword hold back from blood. So you best not do that. You see? James chapter 4, verse 17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth not, to him it is sin. So find your gift. Find what you're supposed to do. And when you find your role, you do it to the best of your ability. When you find your role, you don't sit back. You don't put your talent under a napkin. Oh, man. You exercise your gift to the best of your ability. Ecclesiastes chapter 32, verse 17, a simple man will not be reproved. Meaning what? Not be corrected, but findeth an excuse according to his will. So you got many men in the faith that will try to find, or I'll say many men that come along in this truth that will find an excuse according to his will. They'll find any and every excuse why they can't do this and why they can't do that. But the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. Because everyone has a role in the faith. You just got to see what your role is. And when you find your role, exercise it to the best of your ability. Put forth that spiritual action to the best of your ability. You see? Every man might not be a prophet. Every man might not be a teacher. But you could be a helper, even or a friend of the prophet. But even with those two aspects, you are benefiting and helping the church. You ain't just standing there with your fucking hand in your pockets, man, looking up into the clouds. No, man. You're benefiting and you're helping the church. And Salakia for my rant and my frustration. But that's what goes on, man. And I'm trying to get brothers to understand bro, exercise your role, man. Come on, man. You exercise your role in Esau's freaking system. How much more the Lord, man? Everybody got their different gifts. Matter of fact, let me see. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4 says, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same of the Most High, which worketh in all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given unto every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit of the word, the wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another working of miracles, to another of prophecy, to another of discerning of spirits, to another of diverse kinds of tongues, to another of interpretation of tongues. But all these work that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For by one Spirit are all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. But this is talking about all Israelites, okay, Jew or Gentile. You see, but there's different gifts through the Spirit. There's different gifts of the body, but you must find yours and exercise your gift. Just hands in your pocket, Spirit is not freaking cutting it, man. Head in the clouds type of spirit is not freaking cutting it. Trying to do the bare minimum is not cutting it, man. You know your responsibility as a man of the Lord. You know your responsibility, man. We know our responsibilities of what we must do. The scripture says, for ye are bought with a price. You see? It's the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. This is your reasonable service, and like I said, for you are bought with a price. So you know the duty that needs to be done. You have to exercise the gifts that the Lord has given unto us. And this is the spiritual gift. We got spiritual gifts, man. So why not? Why not? Why make it so hard? You brothers in the faith, do what needs to be done. And I'm starting with myself first and foremost. Do what needs to be done. Do what is required of you. You don't have brothers have to get on you every week to do videos and to do this and to do that. Well, sometimes I get it. Not every week, but sometimes I get it. But it shouldn't be a normal thing of a brother saying, why aren't you doing your videos? Come on, man. For real. Brothers got to get it together, man. And if you're a friend of the prophets, you're a helper of the prophets, you should be able to discern of what the prophets in your camp and the city nearby, what they may need, if it's possible to help. How should they be able to tell you, or why should they tell you if you're there and you can see? Doesn't make sense to me, man. Doesn't. But like I said, this is a rant to the Spirit. Lord willing, help us edify. Until next time, I want to say shalom.